God is saying to you. Archangel Michael personally pleaded with you to read the message that this individual in heaven left you last night. His voice shook the gates of heaven as he yelled your name in a manner you could even fathom. Your spirit sensed the vibration even if you couldn't hear it with your ears. That explains your restlessness and the peculiar weight on your heart. When it comes to divine timing, nothing happens by chance. Before you were ever born, before you took your first breath, before you shed your first tear, this very moment was recorded. Because what is going to be spoken over your life is more than simply words. Heaven is now bending in close. Prophecy is what it is. It's a breakthrough. Divine prosperity is on its way to you. Since yesterday night, Archangel Michael has been hovering close to you, repeatedly speaking your name into the stillness in the hopes that you may sense the change in your soul. When you suddenly felt a pull in your chest, you assumed it was all in your head. No, dear. It was the sound of heaven's alarm clock. The sound of your name was heard across eternity. And you're here not by accident, but because heaven planned every move, every pause, and every click to get you to this very spot. I received heaven's message for me today in the comments section right now. The person you miss more than words can express. The one who left you this message from heaven has been attempting to get in touch with you. The distance between this world and eternity has been thinner tonight, allowing you to hear them. They have been closer than your breath and your shadow. Michael wept for you. Yes, since your soul has fought conflicts no one else has seen. The archangel of protection and war who guards heaven's throne mourned for you. Your spirit heard your name even if your ears didn't. The unexpected lump in your throat and the heaviness behind your eyes are not arbitrary feelings. Child, listen. This is for you and time is running out is what heaven is saying as it knocks on the door of your soul. Heaven is not far away, dear. Millions of miles distant. It's hardly some inaccessible cosmos. Beyond the tiny curtain of your breath lies heaven. And this message was delivered by someone from that hallowed place, someone you love. Someone who departed too soon. Someone who carried your tears and your smile. They are aware of your covert conflicts. They saw the grain you forced on others while your heart was exploding. They have seen the evenings you believed no one was interested. And they said, please let them know I'm still with them in a language that only angels can comprehend. Tell them not to give up. Please write. I am not forgotten in the comments section right now. I still have love. The anguish in your energies grew too great to ignore. So Michael was sent out. When the soul is tired and you fight to hang on, but your grasp is loosening, heaven steps in. And unless it's an emergency, Michael never shows up. He is here for that reason. You're hearing this because of it, because there is a religious object involved. Do you hear me now? For what you are going to hear is not only consolation but also a plan. It will alter your perspective on your life, your financial situation, and your future. Yes, even your money. Because your tale of financial restoration has been inscribed by heaven. Haven't you carried something that feels like stone? You nod when required and smile when anticipated, but there's a never-ending tempest within your chest. At times, you may no longer even be aware of what you were mourning, an individual dream, a version of yourself that was never given the opportunity. Heavens knows, however, Michael is aware they have come to inform you that you will not continue to lose. A miraculous deposit has been created for you. The transfer of wealth is being planned. Angels have been dispatched to open doors you believed would never open again. If this message resonates with you, take a minute to subscribe as your spirit is being synchronized with the next step. The person who left you this note has already said love to Michael. Please tell them I'm still with them. They said in a simple yet impactful statement. Michael paid attention. His sword of light was aimed right at you and his wings rocked the air. That indicates that you are now surrounded by protection. You are rewriting the losses you believe to be irreversible into positives. Heaven is stepping in to save you from the debts you believe would drown you. And the locked doors of fortune are about to open right I received divine wealth and supernatural deposits today in the comments section right now. And Michael is making it very apparent that you were remembered. Heaven was listening. Even if you felt invisible and your prayers didn't appear to be heard as a youngster, you sobbed every night. Every time you consider quitting, heaven remembers every quiet prayer you said while gazing up at the ceiling. Your narrative didn't end in sadness because you endured so much suffering. No, dear. You live because your tale is meant to be one of triumph, healing, and prosperity. This message is here right now in this very breath for that reason. And if this message resonates with you, please like it, forward it to someone else who is in need of hope and subscribe to remain up to date. Heaven is tying us together and you are now a member of a family of faith. Let me mention something crucial before I go on. Particularly for people who may be elderly or unfamiliar with YouTube, there is a super thanks option. If you ever feel moved to support this message, it's located just underneath this video and has a dollar symbol in the center of a little heart shape. It's a kind way of expressing. I want this message to continue reaching people because I believe in it. Just a means for people who feel inspired to express gratitude and aid in the dissemination of heaven's work. Neither duty nor pressure. Now pay careful attention. Now is your time. It is no coincidence that you are here. You finally heard someone call your name in paradise last night. The turning point in your tale, the shattering of bonds and the opening of doors that only heaven could open will come next. He saw your bravery. He saw every instance in which you woke up, even though you feared you wouldn't make it. And he was aware that this time had to come because your name has been instructed into an unchangeable destiny. You have no idea how many nights heaven battled for you or how many times darkness attempted to put a stop to your narrative before you had ever started. According to Michael, the suffering of the future will not be like that of the past. It will seem to be restored. It will seem to be divine restitution. It would seem as if the solution you were hoping for would never materialize. And that's why you need to pay close attention. Something is going to come back to haunt you tonight. Micah warns it might be a recollection, a worrying or simply a voice that made you feel inadequate at one point. However, it won't catch up to you this time. You are not alone in the storm. This time, your house, your thoughts, and your soul are already encircled by heaven. Michael adds that the energy will change. It might be a sudden warmth, a flash of light, or a feeling that someone invisible has just walked close to you. It's not your imagination. That is the heavenly presence surrounding you like a shield. Furthermore, this protection is unique. The request was made on your behalf. With tears that reached the sky, the person you love who departed too soon and for whom your heart still hurts called upon Archangel Michael. Don't let them face this moment alone. They urged heaven then answered. You could still feel the weight lifted and the pull of calm where there was once fear if you put your palm over your heart. That's a clue that they're close to claiming it. Type the following in the comments. Heaven fights for me. I am not alone. Come on, pause with me. Do not scroll away if you are reading this. Heaven wants to talk to you more regularly. So subscribe, dear. Your soul cannot afford to miss this continuous dialogue, which is more than simply a message. Your life has been filled with almost according to Archangel Michael. Almost stable, almost loved, almost happy. But no more nearly your life is aligning at this time where blessing after blessing, one after another falls like rain and prayers cease to linger in the air and answer. Something was stolen from you. According to Michael, you were robbed of stability, serenity, and innocence by someone who believed they were above the law. Heaven, however, was observant. You are about to be repaid not only for things lost, but also for time, pleasure and possibilities that appeared to have passed you by. The wines of divine justice have started to stir. Your tale has been written with restoration by God. So much so that the people who used to make fun of you won't notice how abundant your life is now. And your only response to their question, "How did this happen?" will be, "Heaven moved in my name." To ensure that no one else misses their own confirmation, please like and share this right away. Remember that sometimes blessings come in the form of interruptions. Sometimes the emergence of something heavenly occurs when something unpleasant comes to an end. According to Michael, everything that is now out of your life is not a punishment. It's getting ready. Heaven is removing the noise because you begged for serenity. Heaven is taking down the obstacles because you begged for a breakthrough. Heaven is soothing your heart and shielding it from fake since you prayed for love. Remain accessible. Remain in the moment. Be prepared, and heaven is giving you a sign while you sit here reading this. Maybe you feel a sudden surge of heat. Maybe you cry uncontrollably. Or maybe you have a flashback that comes to mind. Don't ignore if the person who departed this world without being by your side is the one who loves you. They're right there, reminding you that you've never been alone. Put this as your proclamation in the comments. I now receive my divine inheritance. You are not forgotten. Is what Archangel Michael wants you to remember. It's not too late. You're not too damaged to be of use. Your soul scars are all evidence of your survival. You are preparing for this very holy hour. Every time you choose to live rather than give up the opposition, he attempts to portray you as being too frail, too injured, or too exhausted. Heaven, however, beckons the chosen heaven and calls you strong. Redeemed, you are called to heaven. Michael then requests that you let go of your guilt, shame, and don't bring old shackles with you into a new era. You wouldn't spend any more time doubting your value if you could see what paradise has in store. Someone who has previously harmed you is now observing you. They attempted to lower your brightness because they were unsure of how to manage it. Michael, however, claims that they were unsuccessful, and now they will see what happens when favors flow freely. Do not interpret the quiet of the past as desertion. Heaven is communicating loudly like jewels waiting to be unlocked. Your prayers have been kept. They have been accumulating like rain-soaked storm clouds. And it will be abrupt, uncontrollable, and overpowering when they crack and eventually release. The blessings will come so fast that all you have to do is accept them with open arms and an open heart. Now is not the time to ruin your future or overthink things. Now is the moment to give and receive. You're thinking about someone's name right now. A former love interest from whom you never found closure. According to Michael, people could resurface for release rather than romance or perplexity. You'll eventually discover the words you were previously unable to express. Additionally, their presence will enable you to mend the hurt they left behind, even if no words are said. And then, well, there's another one coming. However, they are picked this time. They are a gift from heaven. This time, according to Michael, you will recognize them by their calm rather than their butterflies. You will recognize them by their quiet, not by their mayhem. The security they provide will be acknowledged by your soul. This is divine time, and divine timing has already started. It is not fiction. Never question what you're hearing. Do not downplay your emotions. Everything is now in alignment with heaven. Additionally, angels are directing you toward the precise actions you need to do. Angels are talking into the air around you even as you are at this very moment. They are planning delays to keep you safe. They are creating avenues for you to enter. Blessings to keep your spirit concentrated. They are obstructing distractions. Heaven has not left you, rather. It has been quietly preparing for the precise time when your obedience and breakthrough will clash. Now is the time. This is my divine breakthrough season. In the comments section, let me now take a moment to clarify something that many people don't notice. There are ways to plant this word. If this message has moved you and you feel a sense of urgency in your heart, Super Thanks is a feature on YouTube. It's a means of directly assisting these messages in continuing to reach more people in need. You may choose an amount such as $20, $40, or even $50 by clicking the heart with a dollar symbol. For others, that deed is a prophetic seed rather than just support, a step of faith, a statement confirming your alignment with the promises of heaven. Additionally, by contributing you are collaborating with heaven's voice to the earth in addition to supporting our message. Michael whispers, you haven't been left behind. You haven't been forgotten. Every quiet conflict you believe no one saw was documented in paradise. Angels applauded every time you survived when it would have been easy to give up. And heaven honors you once more tonight. You're still here, not because of your flawless breathing. Still picture your narrative is going to change in ways you never would have thought possible. And heaven is saying to your soul right now, you were never forgotten. Every silent fight you engaged in and every tear you shed into your pillow was captured on tape. When you thought no one was listening, angels were watching over you. Michael adds that he has come to tell you that your battle was never in vain. Every wound and every instance of brokenness has been turned into an enduring testament. Your strength is shown by the fact that you survived what others could not have. Your spirit has been gradually waking up, even if you aren't aware of it right now. The shaking in your chest is recognition, not terror. Beyond the suffering, the falsehoods, and the labels that people have attempted to impose on you, your spirit is remembering who you really are. This is the revelation of who you really are. It's not the conclusion of your tale. Your name has always been known in heaven, and now is the moment for you to once again know it. Michael claims that others have misinterpreted your kindness. It has been interpreted as weakness. They have attempted to take advantage of your generosity in the hopes that you won't notice or resist. However, heaven has always recognized your heart's purity. And your gentleness is divine revolt in a culture that exalts harshness. Even you cannot fully understand the manner in which you bear the light of heaven. Heaven is now ensuring that the light remains bright and unabated right now. The person you love and who passed through this life's curtain wants you to know something. They notice you. They can tell you've been exhausted. They see the amount of work required just to survive certain days. And they're murdering. I'm proud of you. In the language of forever. I have always been proud of you. When their bodies died, their love remained alive. It is still there, stronger than ever, and permeates every action you do. This message serves as evidence that they have managed to get in touch with you up to this point. According to Michael, the conflict in your life was never brought on by a curse. You were picked. That's why those who are meant to bear the greatest light are the ones that darkness battles the hardest. Those shackles are coming off, but you've been attacked. The bonds that once kept you in cycles of self-doubt, guilt, and fear are still being severed by Michael's sword. You could experience an odd relief, like a weight gradually being lifted or air being reintroduced into lungs that have lost the ability to breathe. That is the start of independence. Your healing process will be gradual, steady and unstoppable. Much like a dawn, the weight that persisted for years will start to lighten. You won't have to try to chuckle. You'll sleep guilt-free. You won't be afraid of disappointment. When you dream again, wishful thinking is not what this is. This is a promise from God. Michael adds that heaven is keeping a careful eye on your every move to make sure you enter this healing process right away and pay great attention. Those who hoped for your demise will soon see you rise. Those who doubted you will be forced to see your resurgence. This is the manifestation of divine justice. Heaven returns what was taken, not because it wants retribution. All the tears will be transformed into happiness. There will be enough to make up for every loss. You will overflow, not just recoup. But I received my restoration. As your statement in the comments section. Your name has been uttered in prayer by an unknown individual. Someone you unknowingly impacted has prayed to heaven on your behalf. The symphony of people pleading for your protection included that prayer. Heaven responded. You are still here for that reason. That's why you continued moving ahead even when you were at your lowest, even though you felt alone. It was heaven's hand raising you, not just you. Stop underestimating yourself. Michael says heaven claims that your presence reverberates louder than you realize. The way you smile at a stranger. The support you provided to a buddy. The pardon you extended to an unworthy person. They weren't squandered, heaven is now reaping the rewards of the seeds that were sown. You will soon realize how many lives you have impacted. And it will humble you since you never realized the power of your silent love. Michael then requests that you stay open. Don't hurry things along. Never question the indications. Heaven's goal is shown by the precise message that is reaching you. You may be surprised to learn how near the person you love in paradise, the one who really understood your laugh. It's not a coincidence. If reading has made you feel warm, cold was overcome with an inexplicable wave of fear. They are to remind you that you are seen, held, and incredibly loved. Heaven is piercing the cacophony. Important information for sincere Christians. We are very grateful for your assistance in sharing God's message of blessings, love, and hope. Please think about offering a $20, $40, or even $50 super thanks. If this message has motivated or encouraged you, we can keep producing more material that changes lives and draws people nearer to God. Thanks to your donation, you may help spread God's love to more hearts worldwide. By clicking the super thanks button below in addition to supporting our efforts. We appreciate your kind support and participation in our project. You are not invisible is the last truth Michael reads into your heart tonight. We don't forget you. You are my task. Heaven is aware of your suffering. The angels are aware of your name and your breakthrough has already started. All you need to do is remain open. Stay in the moment and trust that what you are experiencing is divine intervention rather than just feeling your life will not end. It's starting in ways you never would have imagined. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel to reach 10,000 divine subscribers very soon. Please share this video to your loved ones. Type Amen to affirm. Thanks for watching.